beautiful people, welcome to yet another edition of the program, The Profile. This time around, we take you around a parastatal Pamol PLC located in Diant Division. That's said and done with the current socio-political crisis that is set to have hit hard on this parastatal. The government of Cameroon, alongside with the management of these establishments, have been doing everything possible to ensure that activities return back to normal. This time around, we begin here at the office in Douala, Littoral region in Cameroon. But then it's going to be a very long journey, as we shall take you hours of journey over to Ndian itself to find out exactly how things are getting back to normal at Pamol PLC. Be with us. It's going to be an interesting journey.
Oje, Barrio! Wow! Oje, Barrio! Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, after close to 2 hours drive from Douala in the littoral region of Cameroon, this time we mark present at Edinal Beach. Of course, it's going to be an interesting encounter as we take you over en route to Mundemba, of course Ndian, and of course to Lobe, where we shall be getting more about how this parastatal Pamol PLC is functioning. Be with us for the journey. It's still a little bit long ahead.
sabia kai, be America, ya sabia kai, be America, ya sabia kai, tu, ya sabia kai, be America, ya sabia kai, be America, ya sabia kai, be America, ya sabia kai, tu, ya sabia kai, be America, ya sabia kai, be America,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we did promise you, it's going to be an interesting move. Of course, remember that we are on special assignment to find out exactly how issues are going out in the Southwest region, especially in that division. It will be a pleasure for you to join us as we kickstart this special journey here at the Idinal Beach. It's going to still be an extensive journey, passing through the high seas, but on our way to Indian Division. Be with us as we sail through right away.
Mbongo ya siya mboka Tokwani Nyosaki Ya Mama wamba wako ni tina Nyangwa bana
Ya tina nyangwa bana
Mama wamba wako ni tina Nyangwa bana
Ya tina nyangwa bana
Erako Ose Mama wanyangi sembadina Nyangwa bana
Ya tina nyangwa bana
Mama wanyangi sembadina Nyangwa bana oh
Ya tina nyangwa bana
Abongo boae Abongo nambae Mute mama burie Njomi moe Abongo nebare Abongo nambenja Ebore mama burie Njomi moe Njomi mama
Njomi mama
Njomi mama
Njomi mama
Amekoko wasombuka masaka Waba jiminyolo Tokwani Wamotendemo wake Akumbe babu makonjo Use Mama bongo bana weba Twanyangise mama be Mama njomi owae Mama bongo bana weba Twanyangise mama be Mama njomi owae Was Makonjo Aikondo Pario Anti making the bed CRTV Mama wa mete mojango mawetule Bebe kip mukete Bitenge presi
journey both on land and on sea. Here we are present at Pamol PLC in Lobe in Jat Division. Of course, this time we are at the factory department of the company to find out exactly the steps that are being put in place for the company to come back to normalcy. Of course, the technicians are on duty. Of course, each and everyone is busy putting things in order. Remember, we shall be hooking up with the head of the technical department here at Pamol PLC, who will be taking us round for us to see what has been done so far. Be with us. It's going to be an interesting trip.
Mama,
Welcome to Pamol Plantations PLC, below the estate oil palm factory. My name is Wanja Moses Apo. I am the estate engineer for Lobe Estate. The oil palm mill in Lobe Estate was commissioned on the 11th of April 1967 by the then President of Cameroon, His Excellency Alhaji Muhammadu Aiki. This factory is a 10 tons per hour factory, which implies that you can go on a production of 10 tons of fresh fruit bunch per hour. And if you go at an extraction rate of 20%, you are able to produce 3 tons of palm oil per hour. As you can see, most of our workers are on a short break for about an hour. That's why you can't find them around. That notwithstanding, you can see our production line ready to receive FFB from the plantations, especially from the smallholders. You see our fruit cages line ready to be moved to the bunch ramp. Each of these cage accommodates 2.5 tons of fresh fruit bunch. That's FFB. And we have 2 sterilizers that can accommodate 8 of these cages each. So the 2 sterilizers can accommodate 16 cages. That means for a 1 load of production, we are able to take off with 40 tons of fresh fruit bunch. And as you can see, we have some production tanks. We have 2 here. The first one, which is the tank 1, can accommodate 56 tons of crude palm oil. The second one, which is tank 2, can accommodate another 56 tons of palm oil. Then the third one, tank 3, can accommodate 1,000 metric tons of crude palm oil. We also have additional storage facilities at our WAP, the Lobe Beach. We have 3 tanks there. The first one can accommodate 1,000 metric tons of crude palm oil. The second, 440 metric tons of crude palm oil. And the third one can accommodate 440 metric tons of palm oil. So, starting with our production line, we will first of all look at our weigh bridge. We have 2. One is slightly bigger can go up to, can take weights up to about 60 tons. The smaller can take weights up to about 50 tons. So we just move there and see the operation of the weight. Pauline. Fresh fruit bunch from the sterilizer that is sterilized comes out. It is normally taken up the bunch feeder by an overhead crane. This overhead crane has carrying capacity of 6.5 tons. So when the overhead crane takes the sterilized fruit into the bunch feeder, from the bunch feeder it goes into the drum stripper. The drum stripper now separates the fruits from the bunches. Now the empty fruit bunches move along the scraper chain conveyor from where they are deposited in an environment where vehicles can easily take the empty fruit bunches to the field. And these empty fruit bunches are spread in the plantation to decay, and they can easily be converted to manure. Now the fruits that have been separated from the bunches go through a number of conveyors and elevators, and from the elevator it goes to the digester, and from the digester it goes to the screw press, the hydraulic press, and this hydraulic press separates the crude oil from the cake. Now this cake, which is partly dry, is taken to the boiler as fuel, and for then there is the fiber which is being separated from the nuts by the Pericapa fan. The Pericapa fan is mounted on a position which is vertical, and by the principle of gravity, the heavier nuts go down to the bottom of an elevator, and the lighter material, which is the fiber, is blown up to the boiler, which is used as fuel. These nuts, which have been separated from the fiber, are sent to the nut silo for preservation to condition the nuts. These nuts stay there for a number of days to attain normal temperature. And the reason for this is that when the nuts are still fresh and you attempt to crack them, there is that tendency for the kernel inside to shear off. So we kind of preserve the nuts inside the silo to attain normal temperature. By this, if you crack the nuts, the kernel inside comes out full, and during the drying process, the moisture in the kernel is normal. Back to the press. After having extracted the crude oil is sent to the clarification where it is further purified. We have a decanter that separates the crude oil. The wastewater goes into the drain, while the oil that has been extracted goes into the titan and other purifiers to improve on the quality of the oil. We equally have a vacuum dryer that reduces the moisture content in the oil. For acceptable standards, our free fatty acid in the oil shouldn't be above 5%. So we try to operate within these norms. And looking at the setup of the factory, we equally have a maintenance team which is responsible for factory maintenance during factory breakdowns. We operate on 3 shifts of 8 hours, and the maintenance chief equally operate on 3 shifts to work as a backup for the factory. Looking at our power plants, we have a 10 tons per hour boiler, backup boiler, and we equally have a 500 kilowatts turbine which generates electricity for factory operations, and the exhaust steam from the turbine is used for factory processing. We equally have thermal plant, diesel plant, which is used as a startup for the factory. We use the energy to start up the factory and also to supply energy to our pumping station, which is about 1 kilometer from here. We have a small thing which is down the road going to Dekora village. That is where we get our source of water for the factory. We equally have a water filtration plant which monitors the quality of water in the factory and equally does distribution of water to our various taps. There is also the laboratory unit, which is like a watchdog on our quality of products. They check on the moisture content of the oil, dead content. They check on the quality of boiler water. Where it is necessary, they kind of inject the boiler water treatment chemical to reduce the hardness in the water. The boiler is a very important power plant because without the boiler, you cannot run the factory. And with the help of the turbine, we are able to supply energy to the factory and also to our domestic consumers. So it's quite economical to run the turbine because by the time we are running the turbine, we shut off the thermal diesel plant to save on fuel, gas, oil consumption. In a nutshell, that is the basic operations we have here. Thank you. You're welcome.
Manjaba sakingomo, kumani ngomo yasu, morombana ikomo. Manjaba sakingomo, kumani ngomo yasu, morombana ikomo. Obani sakani, was. Jomi mama abongo
as we took off from the Pamol head office, though arriving late, we decided to take a move up to the residential areas, still to find out whether we could have a trace of life in this neighborhood. Obviously, it's positive. We could see people moving from one angle to another, as well as children, women crisscrossing from one house to another, telling you the residential area of Pamol is also on board, waxing strong. This goes a long way to culminate our findings that Pamol is back to life. Be with us as we take you still to other areas at Pamol PLC Lobe.
Oje, barrio. Wow. Oje, barrio. Wow. Ongenge. Mutaliso yoko asapa kwa vitondi wanyange. OBC, Natande ase foloko mabunga manufore. Natande o Obapolo. Natande ase foloko mabunga manufore. Natande o Obapolo. Natande o Obapolo. Yamwe. Natande ase foloko mabunga manufore. Natande o Obapolo. Ebungusu. Eri mokango. Ebungusu. Eri mokango. Ebungusu. yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Two, hey, two, hey. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Two, hey, yes, I be a guy. 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 Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Be America. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy. Yes, I be a guy.
Just on the most of that work aspect, because in case I want to give people to know that work is resuming.
Here we have the plant breeders office, the main office where we have the overseers of pollination, pest and disease and maintenance. We have the coordinator's office. Then this way, this other direction, we have the senior research officer's office and the bunch analysis laboratory. We also have a very powerful pollen laboratory here. This is the pollen laboratory where we process pollen for pollination. Yeah, we have, if you look into these desiccators, we have some sample of pollen grains which are there for drying. They are placed under silica gel to absorb the moisture from the pollen grains. We have a microscope here that also have viability test. Have the microscope for viability test. Then this is the working table where we carry on our crosses. We have a scale. We have our scales for accurate weighing of the pollen grains for pollination. We also have a refrigerator. We have a refrigerator where we store pollen grains. So these pollen grains are stored under 15 degrees centigrade to maintain their viability.
So
You see what they are doing presently is sorting of germinated seeds. So we are in the seed production unit of research department of Pamol Plantation PLC. So it has a whole lot of process that they do, from harvesting of the pollinated bunch. They bring it here in the seed processing unit where they split it and keep it for abscission. Abscission can take 3 to 4 days. After that, they hand pull it. Then there is a machine behind where I'll take people there that do the washing, the precapping. That peels the mesocap from the kernel. So after that, there is a viability test which is being conducted and a phytosanitary treatment is being given to the seeds. And after the phytosanitary treatment, the dry atmospheric temperature, then do the counting of seeds, and there's no command to store it in the fresh seed store. There is the command to soak it in water to raise the moisture content for 7 days, after which it is sun dried for some couple of hours, tied and sent to the heat treatment, where it takes 60 to 80 days to break the dormancy. After the dormancy has been broken within this period, to germinate it now, they soak it in water again to raise the moisture content. So after raising the moisture content for 7 days with a daily change of water, they put it on those shelves. They are sent to those shelves for germination. They are sent to these shelves for germination. After 5 days or 7 days, they start sorting the seeds like what they are doing now.
Ameko kwa swaroko Mbongo ya siya mboka Tokwani Nyosake Ya Mama wamba wakoritina Nyangabana.
So this is the seed store, the fresh seed store. Though we also have pre-heated seeds here. Here the seeds are being stored under a particular temperature also. If you go inside it, there is an AC there which stands at 16 to 17 degrees centigrade. Here the seeds are, we store them here for preservation to prevent them from germinating. That's why we put them in this particular temperature. So if there is a command, we pick from here and start the whole process to germinate it. So this is the nursery that was raised last year. So we were at the pre-nursery, but last year we had to transfer them in the main nursery here. So a whole lot of process that we carry on here as one of our activity. We have to raise nursery for sustainability of the plantation or replant. So we have nursery here. We still have another small nursery that we are still raising up. Well, this one has been here for almost a year plus. You can see how mature they are now for field planting. It's already matured, it's ready for field planting now. We still have another young nursery that we are raising. So this is a new nursery that we are raising. It has a capacity of 6,000. So they are still at the pre-nursery. After 5 months, we have to transfer them from pre-nursery to main nursery. We will have to do rogging. Rogging means we select those bad ones, those ones that are not well, the leaflets are not good, and they have some malformations. We rogue them and keep them aside. Select only the good ones to the main nursery. So as part of our activity, that's what we do. That's what we have been doing for a couple of within this period. We have been trying to see how we can raise the nursery for posterity. For the group of
Kumani ngomo yasu Morombana ikomo Manjaba sakingomo Manjaba sakingomo Kumani ngomo yasu Morombana ikomo Obani sakani Obani sakani Obani sakani Was
Just be talking to us and be moving.
All right, no, this
Sensitive areas.
is outpatient department for Lobe SA Hospital. Now it's still very early. The few people who remain from this crisis, if they are sick, who are around, they are still to come, because it's very early. This department is here. They first receive patients. This outpatient, and this is the clerk. He receive patients here. He issue cards. They will now come to the supervisor there for consultation. Yes. So this other office is the hospital administrator's office. She's still to come. Yes. So that was the hospital supervisor's office. So here is the medical officer's office and consultation. Since this crisis is still to come when things are moving as the way I'm seeing it looking like. Yes. You have the superintendent's hospital supervisor. Yes. He is out on sick. Yes. So here is the pharmacy. You consult patients, they come and purchase their drugs here. Yeah. So you have the X-ray department. Then at the moment, it is under repairs. But here's a major theater for major cases for operations. Good morning. Yeah. This section is the laundry room where they wash linens when patients have used and they are discharged or they become dirty by children. They come and do the washing here. So here you have the minor theater. Luckily, there's one patient. This is the person in charge of the theater. No. So he's attending to a patient. He's doing some dressing. Madam, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Here you have the children's ward. Pediatric ward. Now, with this crisis, people are scared, as you people know. So they are not having the actual number that they used to have. Few. Yes, but I hope if things move, they are moving. Yes, things may resume to normal. This is a maternity unit. Thing. Madam. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Well, I'm here with the Canada staff. They want to see our sections. Yes.
The senior nurses.
Welcome, sir.
So here, at least we have one mother here who put to bed. Yes. So at least they are helping the people. Here you have the labor room. Yes. This is the labor room. The first house at the front page there is the #1 house.
Thank you very much, Supervisor, for being with us and assisting us all around. And we hope the best is yet to come.
Thank you.
All right.
That's what we are hoping for.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Oliver,
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure too. All right. So we'll meet you some other time. Okay. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, after taking you around on a special facts-finding mission of the program at The Profile, finding out how situations are unfolding here at Pamol PLC in Lobe, including the town itself, evidently clear that activities are resuming to normal. Security forces are on board. Of course, the management of Pamol, headed by Chief Mekanya Charles Okon, and the administration of Pamol are equally doing everything possible to get things returned back to normalcy here. However, if you did enjoy this program, be with us, for we are going to take another journey back to Douala, of course, en route the high sea.